see if I can grab all these up again. Oh god. I bought all of these books. Hi, my name is Adriana and today I will be doing a book haul. So the goal of this video was to do a little bit of a book shopping vlog as well. Yesterday I went to an independent bookstore in a city near me and I was really excited to go in there and do some filming, and then when I got there there was a lot more people there than I expected, so the social anxiety kind of kicked in a little bit, and because I was a little bit anxious, not really thinking right, I ended up taking pictures instead of videos with my phone. I have a couple clips that I can insert, which I will probably end up doing, but yeah, so that was a bit of a fail, but I still have so many books that I bought that I'm excited to show you guys. So I think I will go ahead and get started with the baby vlog part of this video, so take it away, Adriana, from yesterday. I turned off the AC so I could film this clip, but it's gonna have to be short because it is very hot in this truck right now. But I am currently in Spokane. I am going to go to a large independent bookstore here and do some book shopping. I am very excited. I have a list with me and it's gonna be a great time. But I'm gonna have to be quick because I'm gonna have to leave the truck running to keep the dog cool while he's in here. So it's gonna have to be a very quick trip, but I'm gonna vlog it and bring you guys along with me. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that 30 seconds of book shopping vlog. Like I said, it didn't really turn out the way I hoped it would, but I still have a ton of books to go through, so I'm excited to do that now. The first one I want to start with is actually not one I got yesterday, but it is in fact a pre-order that ended up coming in over the weekend, and that is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. Because I got the pre-order, oh, bye. It's too hot for him. It's hot here now. It is signed to me, to Adriana. I don't know if you can super see that, but yeah, very excited about this. I loved Red, White, and Royal Blue. I read it in one day. And so very excited for this one. It's gonna be great. Now let's get into the books I bought at the store. So I went into the bookstore with kind of a list specifically of some books I know I wanted to get. And then I got into the store and got way more than that. And Piranesi is one of those. I'd kind of seen it like around on Goodreads and whatnot, and just kind of general recommendations for me because it is a kind of a, not really Greek myth retelling, but it is Greek mythology inspired, and I am a huge nerd for Greek mythology. So show me a book set in the Greek mythos and I will show you a book that I will read and probably enjoy. The next one I got is The Space Between Worlds. I saw this on a somewhat recent Lala Loves Lit video and I commented on it that it sounded super interesting, and Jayla said I should definitely read it. And because I have a huge girl crush on Jayla, I'ma go ahead and do it because I'm probably do anything she tells me to do at this point. The next one I got is another Greek myth. I think this is an actual myth telling. So I think it's, you know, 1,000 Ships. I think it's supposed to be like a Helen of Troy sort of retelling. I love the Helen of Troy story and the Iliad in general. So I'm excited to see this. I guess it's supposed to be more of like kind of a feminist take on Helen of Troy, and that's really all I know about it. I assume it's decent. Continuing on with the Greek mythology, I got Ariadne. It's a fairly new release, I think. I think it only came out like last weekend. So I was glad they had it at the bookstore. The story of Ariadne is not one I think is really retold that often. I mean, especially when you're thinking of like the myth of the Minotaur. Like, even within the myth of the Minotaur himself, like you really only hear of Theseus, is that one, right? Yeah, so, you know, within the original myth of the Minotaur, Ariadne kind of plays her part and then gets abandoned on an island. So I'm really interested to hear kind of what this kind of telling is, but I think that this will hopefully be a lot of fun and hopefully kind of continue on with the more feminist retellings of Greek mythology, because Lord knows those Greeks weren't very kind to women in their stories. The next one I got still has this sticker on the front. It's When You Were Everything. This one, I really don't know anything about it, but it is the next read for the Shelf This book club hosted by Is Bailey Reading. I think it's more of like kind of a friendship contemporary, like two girls start as friends, drift apart, and then have to figure out how to either come back together or how to live without each other. I don't know. I like to go into books blind, so I will be doing the same thing with this one. It's also a nice floppy paperback, so that's always fun. The next one I picked up is Burn by Patrick Ness. So I had seen this one kind of floating around BookTube and different people that I like recommend this book. So when I saw it in the aisle, I decided to just take a look at the little blurb on the dust jacket, and I got as far as January 1957, the Pacific Northwest, and I was like, done. I'm here for it. I grew up near the Pacific Northwest. I don't know. Sometimes people are weird about that. I grew up in Washington, but on the wrong side of the mountains for some people. But I don't know. Thought it might be fun, kind of somewhat local. And then the last book I got in the store was King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I mean, I'm gonna read it at some point, so I figure I might as well just pick up a copy while I was at an independent bookstore just to support them. And I don't know what else I can say about this. Like, I liked the other 5 books, so I would have picked up Rule of Wolves while I was there, but I think I actually got a clip of the Leigh Bardugo shelf and how it was completely empty after King of Scars, so I assume they sold out of Rule of Wolves, but I might just wait till Rule of Wolves comes out in a paperback like this too so I can match. And then the last book that was on my list that I wanted to get while I was there was Sluts and Whores, a book that I recently read. I wanted a physical copy of it because I only have a PDF copy right now, and they didn't have it in store, but they were able to order it for me and ship it to my house since I'm not from Spokane. So hopefully that'll get in time for me to put a little clip in here showing you the physical book and whatnot, but if not, here's a picture of it. So I am planning on doing an individual book review for this short story collection, but it is an urban fantasy short story collection kind of focusing on how our culture views sexuality and how that affects sex workers as well as just non-sex workers, just women who enjoy sex or don't enjoy sex. So it was actually something that I enjoyed a lot more than I thought I would. I'm definitely not the target audience. I'm not smart enough to recognize a lot of the imagery and whatnot, but I really did enjoy it. So like I said, I will be hopefully coming out with an individual book review of that soon. Let's see if I can grab all these up again. Oh god. I bought all of these books in the store, in person, carried them around on my person. This one I got as a pre-order. Sluts and Whores will hopefully be here soon. But I had so much fun actually going into, you know, a bookstore. It's one of those things where I didn't realize how much I missed, you know, actually going in and shopping at a bookstore, not just looking for books online or, you know, getting them from the library or whatever. So it was definitely kind of one of those normalizing experiences. Things are starting to go back to normal. Nature is healing. Let me know if you've read any of these books or are interested in any of these books and what you thought. And thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.